Well, that's an intro. Good news. The maybe not the most recent short, unless it is. No, it's not. Second to most recent. Only 5 views on it, but somehow I almost got a copyright strike for it. Now, the thing about it is it's kind of odd considering I didn't, you know, criticize or basically tell the truth about a certain so-called chosen group, tribe, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Instead, it was a shitpost that was poking fun at a different group, a demographic, I should say. Though, I guess both terms would apply here. Not that it matters, it's just I like to specifically have things, properly described, not just bullshitting around and whatnot. As much as I do that, I still like to keep things mm, on a certain level of intelligence. A certain degree of, what's the word? I guess I'll just say awareness for now until I find a better one. Anyways, funny thing is, it is so fucking hot. Like I'm about to some shit on, and I'm not trying to do that at all. So let's ditch it for now and go back to my final deal mode, which is considering I've already started the experiment. And what does that mean specifically? Well, wouldn't your ass like to know? This is why I like to keep you guessing. Sometimes. More often than not, as I said before, the show is educational. And I do like to keep people informed, put you on game, get you up to speed with information you need, even if you didn't realize or know. There's a multitude of reasons for that. It's not, 100% just awareness being the case. It's it's got a lot to do with trying to make a positive change as far as the world is concerned. All right. And what does that mean, really? Well, more often than not, people are just sort of like wrapped up in whatever bullshit. They may or may not have some idea what's really going on in the world and how things function and why things are the way they are. In most cases, unfortunately, even now, with how many people there are, I guess you could say, awakened, not fully, but partially, they're just starting to open their fucking eyes and their minds, and they're finally starting to see the truth that's been right in their fucking faces for I don't know how many goddamn centuries or millennia. Because it's always been like this. And they just like to forget. But slowly but surely, we're all coming to this grand awakening where we finally take back at least some control from this bullshit occupation, this infestation of what I can only describe as a parasitic infection of the mind and of the world. Maybe we're coming to, as far as I'm aware, which I hope I'm not wrong. In this case, like how I say sometimes it's good to be wrong, it would not be good to be wrong in this case. It would fucking suck ass. But um, apparently, the age of Pisces is coming to a close, and the age of Aquarius is upon us, which, from what I've researched to a minor extent, means the golden age is also upon us. That's not to say we haven't experienced one before, but the last time we did was so fucking far back that basically nobody remembers it. And as far as what evidence we have pointing to the fact, we can't even tell. The amount of archaeological expeditions that go into the past that try to see what the fuck was going on, they don't even know what the fuck the bag and cone represents. All right, that right there. Here's your cone. What's in the bag? It's not difficult to grasp. It is very simple when you get down to, you know, the gist of it, I guess. It's just, it's been so fucking censored and warped and turned into a joke, in some cases, or just straight up hearsay. Not is that it? Is that the word? Hearsay? Not here. I don't know. One of those words. Don't get me wrong. I have a fucking pretty big vocabulary, but even I struggle to find the words sometimes. Not that it's a big deal. I can still put the shit together. But one thing's for certain. Whatever power structure exists that has been at the reins as far as humanity's evolution, and I'm not even talking physically at all here. I'm saying, like, basically mentally or spiritually, even though they're intertwined, they're more or less one and the same thing. It's getting to the point to where the power structure or the ones who want to be gods, essentially, that's what the fuck they're doing. What do you mean? What do I mean? Take, for instance, what was his name? David Rockefeller. Having, what was it, 5 or 6 heart transplants to try and stay alive for as long as possible. And he still went. What about Jacob Rothschild? I guess it wasn't publicized in the same way, but I'm pretty sure he had more than a few fucking. I mean, when you have that much money and you still can't prolong your life and you still fucking die. I shouldn't laugh, right? As far as you're aware. And that's the thing, is that you are not aware whatsoever. That's your lack of perception, not mine. Oh, you shouldn't laugh at anybody dying. It's awful. It's tragic. It's a tragedy. Yeah, boo fucking who. And then again, you motherfuckers make fart jokes and shit jokes, right? You'll make a joke about somebody pissing the bed, losing their hair, going bald. You make a joke about getting a fucking boner when you're standing up doing a presentation in front of the class, right? These are all natural processes as far as life goes. But the minute I fucking start the minute I go into what is I guess, a darker form of humor. Maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but it still has its place. The second I touch on that subject, you guys all want to act like you're too fucking good. Like you can't be a part of something so sick and twisted and heinous. How dare he speak like this? He's making light of it like it's a joke. Somebody died. Yeah. People die for fucking nothing every single day. It's. Is that my problem? Is that my issue? No. For whatever reason or for whatever fucking purpose they served, I guess it met its end. I guess whatever life lesson they had to learn coming into this life, either they made it there or they have to try again. Hopefully, not the latter. You know, in this case, I would prefer the former because the entire reason you keep coming back to this shit after you supposedly die, which is the biggest fucking joke in the universe, which is why I make absolute light of it and fun of it, is because you guys don't fucking get it. You don't. People say life is a trip, or life is this, or life is that. Yeah, and that's also a fucking illusion to keep you separated from what you really are and to keep you putting energy into something that doesn't fucking exist and only serves to feed these so-called masters that put these pieces of shit in power to try to shepherd humanity. Meanwhile, they're fucking eating them literally and hunting them down like in forests and shit. You guys ever heard about that? What happens at the Grove and basically all over the world, where they let kids run in the forest and they say, okay, let's hunt them down. Sometimes with dogs. It's fucked up. You look into the files. Maybe you'll find something there. But no, there's people who have been through this shit that talk about it. But you're not gonna fucking see them on the news. You're not gonna see them in the fucking media. Nobody is giving them interviews that gets any little bit of fucking screen time. And you know exactly why that is. Most of you just don't want to say it or admit it because then you have to admit you were wrong the whole fucking time and you're too proud and you're too fucking stuck up your own asses to accept the fact that I was fucking right all along and you were wrong. That's the real issue. Let's not sugarcoat shit right now, okay? Let's be fucking real here. The only reason you motherfuckers choose to stay blissfully ignorant to the facts as they are, which are right in your fucking face now, is because I'm right. And yeah, let's just say DB Cooper forbid my ass being right about any fucking thing. Because that's the worst. That is the absolute epitome of the fucking worst thing possible in the fucking universe, is for me to actually be sound and reasonable and correct and right. That's the issue. So in spite of me and being completely accurate and calling this shit fucking years in advance, you would rather stick your head in the sand or up your own ass, or Israel's ass for that matter, and say, oh boy, it smells good in here. Can you breathe? No, but I think I'll be fine. As long as it's for you. You see that? Good.